Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Stellaris, the Cultist campaign. In the last episode, we established our first branch office, or rather our kind of secret cultist circle on the, what are these guys called again? The Panuri homeworld of Panasu. Got that all set up, and we got our Syndicate Front Corporations set up, and we just need to keep basically pay attention to this and make sure that we, continue to expand them as the opportunity arises. And we also were able to claim some strategically important systems, the Mudstrom system here and the Baronique system there, so that we can basically build a defense station here, which we're working on to provide defense against these guys, because I doubt that these guys are going to be very friendly to us. They've already declared us a rival. They're hostile. Yeah, they're going to be trouble. Meanwhile, we're continuing to explore everything over here. So we've been able to basically lock off this whole section of the galaxy, and we're working on getting the core system so that we can lock off this section of stars here as ours. And we're just continuing to explore out, see if we can't find anybody new out there. We have our new potential colony there. We have a few other potentially habitable planets, but they're not that great right now, and I'm kind of hesitant to really kind of sprawl out at this point in the game. We'll take some planets that are really interesting, which that super habitable world over there is, but these other ones not so much. At least not yet, anyway. So we do have an Ascension perk available because we finished our mystery tradition tree. So we need to pick one. I asked for recommendations. I did get a couple of recommendations, and one of them was to go for nihilistic acquisition, which allows us to use the raiding bombardment stance and allows us to abduct pops from besieged planets. And you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. I do want to go for the technological ascendancy at some point, because that 10% boost to tech, the research rate, is just too good not to have. So we'll look into that. But for now, we'll go with the nihilistic acquisition. Alright, let's go ahead and unpause this thing. Why am I showing minus 24 energy? Abandoned thrusting. What? In the center of a particularly large crater on TR44076 lies a cluster of metal shapes, doubtlessly of alien origin. Science officer Vhari is convinced that they are massive planetoid mountable propulsion devices intended to push TR44076 from its orbit for purposes and destinations unknown. The Tenir is on standby, as crew ready to begin disassembly and analysis of the alleged propulsion systems with the hope of improving our own thruster technology. Make it so.
Technology secured.
We unlocked ion thrusters. Very nice. And we're about to get fusion missiles. Sweet. Coil guns, afterburners. Production targets. Mineral purification plants. Hold on. It's an edict that increases our minerals. Let's go for mineral purification. And what's this? A colossal impact crater and something big colliding with the surface of this planet once. Go ahead and research it. Okay, the doorway. What's this? What can only be described as a dimensional portal has been discovered in a remote location on Requiem. Weather prediction algorithms notice a strange air current, which was eventually determined to be caused by the slight leakage of atmosphere into the portal. The rate of loss is far too small for it to make any difference to life on Requiem, but the very existence of this portal raises some disturbing questions. Just where does it lead to, and could something come through the portal from the other side? Issue Special Project Probe the Dimensional Portal on Requiem and Portal Research Area to Requiem.
Situation log updated.
Intriguing. 31 months. Hit it. Let's see what that's all about. Alright, so we have new ion thrusters. Nothing else here. We don't have new deflectors yet. And we have blue lasers, but we do have a new missile boat for our new fusion missiles. Alright, we'll just go with a random class name for now. Save that. And let's update our fleet layout. Let's see. Add a ship design. Our new Titanic class. And update that to 10 and build a new ship. Go ahead and upgrade the fleet. Well, it won't upgrade until the next month. Because we don't have enough minerals yet.
Star system charted.
Oh, why are you heading? You're heading all the way back there to upgrade? Oh, because there's no shipyard here. There's no shipyard there, so that
complete.
They can't upgrade there. That's fine, actually. All right, the Tanier here. Where's the Tanier? There you are. Okay. Hit this special project. A research project.
Anomaly found.
Repeated scans of Pandil. Hold on. Pandil 3's surface give inconsistent sensor readings, almost as if the planet itself was in a constant state of upheaval. Go ahead and find out what that's all about. Alright, the massive crater on Meskaban 1 appears a result of a collision with a starship. From the size of the crater, we suspected the ship exiting a hyperlane at maximum velocity rammed the planet for reasons unknown roughly 10,000 years ago. The Temiri has picked up residual subspace echoes near the crash site, reminiscent of a collapsed hyper-articulate field, but as the ship itself disintegrated on impact, the theory cannot be verified. Okay. Alright, now we need to get you over here to build an outpost, which we need some alloys for that, which we're going to need to buy. So we're going to do the whole thing where we sell off some food and use that to buy some alloys. And then we send you over there to build that research, or that outpost. There. Now, do I want to put a shipyard here? No, I don't think so. I think we're going to go just with pure military...
Vessels upgraded.
Structures. There. Strategic resource. The Temirians discovered previously unknown strategic resource. on rich resources, double volatile motes. These preternatural particles contain tremendous amounts of energy, which could be exploited in energy production, as fuel or even as explosives. When you possess the means to extract this resource, we should seriously consider establishing control of the system for future exploitation. Exotic gases. Volatile motes. Yeah, we're definitely going to be taking control of that system eventually.
Special project complete.
Sensor malfunction. When the crew's arrival to Jabbeth, they were able to confirm that their sensors were indeed malfunctioning. The good news is that not only were their initial estimates of the star's energy output grossly understated, Vhari seems to have learned from past mistakes. Alright. Gains a meticulous skill, gets 200 experience, and plus 8 energy to Jabbeth. Oh, very nice. Go ahead and hit the research project in that system, which is a Cybrex. This is part of the Cybrex project. Alright, and then we're going to send the fleet back to that system. Now, the market is still internal, right? Yes. Actually, I'd like to buy a bunch of alloys. And then I want to use that.
Star system charted. Construction complete.
To reinforce the fleet.
Construction complete.
Okay, so we finished our survey. Unidentified Empire has at least one station in the system. Let's go find out what that is. Survey the system. And you come down here and build observation post. Grimacing. The very geological structure of Pandil 3 is indeed in flux, driven by what Science Officer Kali Jacana assures us is a tectonic process as fascinating as it is esoteric. Of more interest to the United Vhari Alliance is that we may be able to strategically halt the planet's ceaseless, chaotic self-transformation. In short, a near instant stabilization of the planet into something slightly, if not entirely, more habitable. It's theoretically possible. Kali Jacana estimates that an additional 200 energy credits will be needed to power a thorough mapping of the planetary activity and determine the volatility or validity of what the science officers determine a surgical terraforming strike. Actual terraforming lies beyond our grasp at present, but so this is an exciting opportunity. Just study the natural process, or send the credits. I mean, it's a little outside the current area that I have determined for our expansion, but we may continue to push if the opportunity presents itself. So, go ahead, get your 200 credits. Tactical terraforming. Alright, Science Officer Kali Jacana reports that Pandil 3 can indeed be terraformed. A narrow window of opportunity is expected to open shortly as the planet enters a particularly unstable phase of its cycle, lasting a couple of months. Kelly believes that miniaturized explosive charges delivered to the planet's crust and strategic irradiation of the atmosphere during this time will halt Pandil 3's tumultuous changes and stabilize it in a form somewhat more suitable for sustaining life. A special project has been issued, but we do not have much time.
Situation log updated.
1,000 days. Add it into your schedule. It should take less than 1,000 days to survey this system.
Construction complete.
Okay, that's done. Build those mining stations. Encounter in Oaprinda. We encountered some form of alien vessels. They've been flagged as Oaprinda until we can learn more about them. Alright. Go ahead and investigate that. I think it's an enclave.
Special project complete.
Alright, archaeological project completed. After initial invasion of Othana to a stalemated due to the unexpected tenacity of the moon's defenders, the Cybrex seemed to have drawn back in orbit and reconsidered their options. The solution to the problem was to maneuver 2 large asteroids in a collision course with the moon. The impacts destroyed most of the industries and infrastructure the Cybrex had calculated on subverting for their own use, but this was deemed as a necessary sacrifice to break the stalemate. Got a Cybrex artifact and a bunch of physics research. Good. And Tanir is done. Go ahead and hit that anomaly. Alright, so that is boosted. Do I have enough to build a defense platform? No. But I probably want to at least get one defense platform up and running, because that's probably one of the most powerful military objects we have at the moment, because it has the medium hard points, which none of our ships actually have yet. Anything here?
Construction complete.
You know what? Let's go with crew quarters. It's going to cost us a little bit, but since we're going to be basically parking a fleet there pretty much permanently, we probably want to have quarters there. Research stations. We have an election. We only have one candidate, who is a cultist, Vakba Aaron. Expansionist, Home in the Sky, and Mystic, of course. We can just go ahead and forcibly elect them. But there's only one candidate, so...
Star system charted.
That's fine. Alright. Fully surveyed there. Hit
Special
the DRAM system. Science Officer Kali Jaken is proud to report that Pando 3 can now be reclassified as an arid rather than barren planet. This grand experiment has greatly enriched Vhari sciences. Alright, so we got a bunch of research. And then you can move on to survey systems.
Construction.
So it's somewhat more habitable. Well, I mean, okay, a dimension of suffering. The dimensional portal Requiem seems to be lead to a realm which is opposed to the sapient mind on a fundamental level. Any and all contact with material from this dimension causes intense suffering in the subject, which, if continued for more than a few minutes, leads to intense suicidal urges coupled with attempts to mutilate their sensory organs. Even simply studying data recorded in the strange dimension causes intense discomfort in the biological observer and cascading errors in computer systems. Let's see. Close the portal or study it? I say we study it. Potential issues arising from that, we don't really care. The data we could potentially glean is far more valuable. Alright, build a research station there. Galorum probably wants to upgrade their... Actually, we're going to hold off on that.
Construction complete. Anomaly found.
Alright, massive storms are visible in the upper atmosphere of this gas giant. We can study them further. Yes. Alright. See, if I was going to colonize here, this cost us 200 alloys. So those mushroom forests do provide food. Alright, we have received transmission from the Mutagan Merchant Guild. Gain some influence. Well, met friend, I represent the Mutagan Merchant Guild. First, welcome to the Owen Prinda system. Our organization consists of hundreds of independent Mutagan merchant captains who brave the spaceways in search of the next good deal. At our facilities, you'll be able to trade away some of your excess resources. Please contact if you're interested on an arrangement. Well met. Does that open up the... Or... We can buy strategic resources there, rare crystals. For 10 energy credits per month. I'm not sure we really need to do that yet.
Construction complete.
Alright, well let's see what I can do here. Market. We're making lots of excess minerals. So let's go ahead and let's sell off a whole bunch of minerals and let's buy a large pile of alloys. So that we can get a few things done we need to do here. So, we want a defense platform building there. We want a colony. We need a little bit more minerals, or no, alloys. Make some moves there. Now, I sent... Let me just see. Does this planet... We should probably relocate some cultists there. We're going to send standard Vhari there. We have an open building slot. Can we do anything that will increase our alloy production? That would be nice. Temple. Corporate culture sites. Alloy foundries. There we go. Do it. And you head there to build an outpost. Extreme storms. Dram 6 frequently experiences massive and extremely violent storm systems in its atmosphere. Several dozen persistent storms are visible from orbit, with the winds often reaching speeds in excess of 700 meters per second. The cause of these storms is not immediately apparent, as we have found nothing in the planet's climate model that would explain them, or scientists are interested in studying the anomaly. Scientists report a shipwreck of unidentified order has been sighted in orbit at Fiddlum.
Technology secured. Construction complete.
Alright, research speed has been increased. Research station output. Improve deflectors. Physics research from researchers. Physics research from researchers.
Construction complete.
Alright, we got the defense station. Built there. Good. Wreckage identified. A crew aboard the Parga report that the Fiddlum shipwreck appears to have been the result of an unexpected geomagnetic solar storm. The supply ship suffered a complete loss of life support systems and sustained inoperable damage, drifting until it entered Fiddlum's gravity well. There are no survivors. The ship's cargo hold doesn't contain a notable amount of minerals, however. The captain of the Parga, cautious of the construction, indicates Panorian design. It is highly likely that the minerals belong to the Panori autocracy, and they may be displeased should we lay claim to their shipment. We need those minerals. We will not risk an altercation. Return the minerals, and it will please them and increase our influence. We don't really need the minerals. We're making lots of minerals. We could use the extra influence. So let's be diplomatic here. Let's be diplomatic for this time. I would rather not have an altercation. Have they finished their colony yet? No. Once their colony is done, we're going to make sure we put another branch office there. Alright. Vhari, we have received word of our downed supply ship's cargo. We'd like to extend our gratitude to you for taking the time to recover it without the need for Panorian intervention. Alright, we got 100 influence. And it makes them like us a little bit better. Plus 20, which is insignificant against how much they don't like us. So you build mining stations. Alright, the ancient frozen remains of almost 1,000 aliens have been found in the vicinity of Orthana 5. They come from over a dozen different species, and preliminary results. Upon dating puts the corpses at roughly 600,000 years old. Around the same time as the Cybrex machine, consciousness ravaged this part of the galaxy.
Situation
interesting.
updated.
Oh, that's the group of, another group of people that got spaced. Most likely. Alright, Tanir. Research project.
Technology secured.
Ground defense planning. More naval capacity, good. And food from farmers. We don't really need more food.
Anomaly found.
Hold on. Large amount of ship debris can be found in orbit among this planet. Remains of some kind of massive fleet action. Research it. Off-world trade companies. Starbase building off-world trading companies. Produces 2 trade value for each trade hub. Grab it. And can you build that outpost? Yes. And...
Construction complete. Construction complete.
I would like you to fly over there. Well, move there and we'll build an outpost once we arrive. Alright, so population. Can I resettle artisan, metallurgist?
Complete.
Let's see, oh, hold on. Clerks. Farmers. This will cause any building in this lot to be ruined or cancel on ongoing construction. Dimensional portal researcher. Okay.
Technology secured.
Hold on. Alright, the data aliens we found above Othana 5 all died from vacuum exposure. Yes, each individual had the barcode. The cyberx were known to laser under the skin of organic captives. Seems like the cyberx executed these aliens by spacing them, perhaps after having finished interrogations or to keep them from escaping during some kind of rescue operation. Consumer goods, we're not making enough. Mining station output. Unlock Starbase building Nebula refinery. Planet build speed, Corvette hull points. Go for Corvette hull points. We're going to have to do something about that, I think. Housing available. Alright, signs of battle. There are clear evidence that a massive space battle took place in the close orbit of Fidelam 5 at some point in the last 5,000 years. The surface on one side of the planet is pockmarked with craters from stray weapons blasts, and scans from the Aparga have picked up several hulks on the ground. Buildings wrecked ships are all in very poor condition. The fact that anything remains at all after the damage they must have sustained is a testament to their advanced design. Science Officer Archaeology is preparing an expedition to sift through these derelict hulks for any valuable technologies.
Situation log updated.
Alright, but we are at the end of the episode here. So, we'll go ahead and pause here. And we'll keep on working. When we come back, let me just check these guys. They finally are fully established. So we'll have to get some energy credits, and then we can establish a branch office there. Alright, but for now, we'll go ahead and stop here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.